Hi everyone, welcome to Cache Walks.
Today we're going to Newlyn. It's a fishing village on the coast of Cornwall. Now in the 19th century it was a small village. It's a little bit larger these days. But the reason we're going is because a relation of mine, Frank Bramley, was a painter there in the 19th century. He lived in a couple of houses there and did quite a lot of painting as part of the Newlyn School. And we're going to go geocaching as well and just have a good look around the village.
Well, yeah, come with us.
Frank Bramley was a member of a group of artists known as the Newlyn School. Along with Walter Langley and Stanhope Forbes, he was considered one of the leading figures of the Newlyn School. One of his best-known paintings, A Hopeless Dawn, shows a kneeling woman, comforted by her mother-in-law, realising that her husband is lost at sea. Cornish fishing towns of St Ives and Newlyn both began to attract artists, drawn by the beauty of the scenery, quality of light, simplicity of life, and the drama of the sea. He was a particular exponent of the square brush technique, using the flat of a square brush to lay the paint on the canvas, giving a particular vibrancy to the paint surface. During the 19th century, field easels were invented. These highly portable easels with telescopic legs made it easier to paint outside. In the 1800s, tubes of oil paint became available, making painting in the open air more viable for many artists, like the Newlyn School art colony. When Frank Bramley died, his family in England sent out some paintings, like this one, to the family here in New Zealand. I remember it on my grandmother's wall. And my mother would point it out and say, "It's a painting by Uncle Frank." And when she died, I was lucky enough to inherit it. The painting shows his wife Catherine at the end of the garden path, sketching. She was an artist in her own right. This is the Frank Bramley painting my brother Tony inherited, and it's painted near Bruges. Frank went over to Europe, to Antwerp, obviously near Bruges as well for this painting, and he visited Venice. And it's interesting because on the back there is a second painting. It doesn't look as though he ever finished it. Not quite sure what happened here, but yeah, there's a little landscape, or the start of a landscape. If you have ever visited Auckland Art Gallery, you may be familiar with one of Frank Bramley's most famous paintings, even if you didn't know his name. At first glance, some people mistake the white dresses and think of a wedding. It's actually a child's funeral. In the 19th century, young women attending a funeral would wear white. White was the most affordable fabric colour, and one most people already had. It's a sign of innocence and purity. For of such is the kingdom of heaven is a favourite of visitors to the gallery. Christchurch Art Gallery also have paintings by Frank Bramley.
Now let's head into Newlyn, near Penzance on the coast of Cornwall. In the 1800s, numerous British painters settled in Newlyn, many of whom had trained in Paris or Antwerp. They formed the artist colony known as the Newlyn School. Newlyn offered scenes and lives scarcely touched by the Industrial Revolution, with plentiful cheap accommodation and willing models. We have googled Orchard Cottage, the home of Frank Bramley, and found a holiday rental by that name. It's a former fisherman's cottage, located in the old quarter of Newlyn. Maybe this is his house. Let's try to locate it. New to the town, we cannot find long-term parking, so we're going to park outside the town and walk in.
Over on the left there you can see a New Zealand cabbage tree. We've been surprised at how many are around the town here. There's lots of them, isn't there, Lynn?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how many we've been past.
It has been a lot.
And some New Zealand flags as well. Yeah. Across the road here is the Newlyn Art Gallery. It was financed by John Passmore Edwards, and it was conceived as a place for the exhibition of the Newlyn School of Art. Quite a nice little seafood bar here, Lynn.
Yes.
And down to a river.
Mackerel Sky. That's a good name too.
We think Bramley's house is somewhere on the hillside here. Let's go down and start looking around.
Just walking up the hill here to see if we can find Frank Bramley's house.
In 50 metres, take a left on Chapel Street.
Sure is narrow road here. You have to wait for me, Lynn.
It's interesting because the cars actually have to try and go into the footpath to
They
pass
do.
each other. Not used to such narrow roads, are we?
Yeah, amazing. I've never seen such narrow roads, have you?
No.
Okay, we think it's down here, Farmer's Meadow. It's a little hard to follow the GPS here, so I hope it's going to the right place.
Take a left on Chapel Street. Then in 30 metres, arrive at your destination.
Take a left on Chapel Street.
Is this Chapel Street?
No, this is Farmer's Meadow. Maybe Chapel Street goes down to the left.
Well, it looks like a person's place.
No, this doesn't look right at all.
No.
No, this looks like a dead end.
Oh no, hold on. It looks like we're here. Can we go down further?
Yep, this looks like there's a walkway down there to the left.
Because
Okay. Think we can go down here?
yeah. No, I think. Yeah, this will take us. Yeah, this will take us to it.
Okay. Go down this walkway.
Save us a lot of extra walking if it does. Looks
Definitely
like it.
not a street. There's a walkway.
No, car couldn't possibly get down here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Well, a little bit of a circular route to get to the house, but Frank Bramley used to live.
Arrive at Orchard Place. Arrived.
Yippee.
So we're at Orchard Place, are we, or coming up to it?
Hey, look at these. Aren't they beautiful? I could smell them. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, aren't they?
Like-
Okay, let's go. Orchard Place.
So, oh, here we are.
Chapel Street. Here we are, Orchard Place.
All right.
Okay.
Do we know more specific?
Now, isn't it called Orchard Cottage? Well, as far as we can
Hello,
tell, this is
Pussy.
Orchard Cottage. Certainly looks to be the right era.
A local lady has just told us that this cottage had only recently had its name changed to Orchard Cottage. We know it had been Bellevue Cottage when Bramley lived there, and its name had been changed to Orchard Cottage, but many years ago, not just recently. Looks like it was a did not find here. There's a Bellevue Road on the map. Let's take a look there.
Okay, making our way down to the waterfront. We are completely lost, Lynn.
We'll get
I
somewhere
can smell
eventually.
the sea,
Oh, yeah, I can hear the
the
seagulls.
seagulls. So we sort of know where we are.
Yeah. Here's Bellevue Road. Let's see if we can find an Orchard Cottage here.
But again, it's proving to be a little difficult.
Can't see an Orchard Cottage yet.
It's a bit
Is it
difficult,
this-
isn't it?
Very steep.
Let's head down. Maybe we missed it.
Yeah.
Ah, our flowers.
Nasturtium.
Nasturtium, that's right. Look like they need a water.
Yeah.
It's been quite dry though, hasn't it?
We walked right past it. It's here on the left. Checking Google Street, we saw a sign for Orchard Cottage. We're not 100% sure, but this is the most likely location. We have read that when he established himself in Newlyn around 1884, he lived on the corner of the Rue des Beaux-Arts, the Fine Art Street. Let's see if we can find that street.
Down, see the fishing fleet down there?
Yep.
This may be the lighthouse from the Auckland Bramley, for of such is the kingdom of heaven.
There's cars coming down.
Is there a car coming down here?
There's two.
Two of them. Oh, right, it's pretty tight little road up here. Okay, across we go. Boy, those seagulls.
Yeah.
What a
What's
racket.
going on? Bad as Lime Regis.
In 100 metres, take a right on Harbour View Terrace.
While Lynn was trying to get a close-up of the seagulls, I looked up, and here's the street that we were looking for. Can't believe it. What luck.
Before his marriage in 1891, his home and studio were on the corner of the Fine Art Street or passageway. But which house? We just don't know.
At least we're in the area he would have known.
Let's take a walk down the Fine Art Street. Not sure we would call this a street.
There we are. Back out where you were taking photos of the seagulls then.
Yeah.
Okay, we're off geocaching now.
We are 456 metres away.
Right, let's head off.
Yeah.
It's all downhill. That's good.
It's good.
It's nice walking downhill now, Lynn.
Yes, it is. And what a lovely vista.
Yes, looking out at that
Boats.
boat harbour again. Apparently it's one of the largest fishing ports around here.
Wow, okay. There's all sorts of fish shops here, aren't there? Don't trust my hat.
Some interesting old buildings here, some artwork. And every now and again we've seen these little tiles, porcelain tiles.
They're nice, aren't they?
Yeah, they have the fishing boats on them, don't they? Being a fishing village, there's lots of seafood places. Quite interesting.
Look at this.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Here's a nice one. Fresh fish, shellfish, smoked fish, fresh crab and lobster. Oh, clean squid, tiger prawns. Wow. Crab, prawn and crayfish. Now, what do you think? Should we get a crayfish sandwich?
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
Made to order. Let's go in then.
Okay, who's next?
A crayfish sandwich. Are we able
Crayfish
to?
sandwich,
Yeah.
Wholemeal or white? Right.
Yeah, wholemeal.
Wholemeal's all right? Just the crayfish,
Yeah,
yeah?
that'd be good.
Yeah, two of them, please.
Two of them.
How much are they?
They are £8 each.
Okay.
A great selection of seafood here.
Okay, a crayfish sandwich. We didn't get any sauce on it because we like just the plain crayfish. So, interesting to taste it.
Taste it, Rick. See what it's like.
Okay, we've got to be a bit careful because it's got no sauce on it. We could fall apart a bit.
Yeah, you said it binds it together, doesn't she?
Let's see.
Can you
Nice
taste
piece
it?
of crayfish, yeah. Very nice, lovely. It's very nice bread. The crayfish is much milder than back home in New Zealand, isn't it?
It is.
It's nowhere near as strong a crayfish taste.
No.
It's very nice though.
Yep.
But yeah, I think New Zealand crayfish might win out on this one.
Nice treat, but not quite as strong as that.
No, not quite what we were expecting.
No.
We think this green crunchy stuff is called samphire.
Let's call into the local pub.
I promise we were not in this much of a hurry here, just had the camera on the wrong setting.
Otter Ale from Devon is a good quality English bitter. The water for the beer comes from the head springs of the River Otter. It's a little darker than most of the bitters I've been drinking. Cheers.
Cheers.
They have a nice outside area. We've come across many beautiful hanging baskets like these on our trip around the UK. You can spot the local's car if it's been here a while. Right, we're heading off to find a traditional. Hopefully this will be nice and easy to find. And it's along this lovely river here.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice little stream.
What's the hint?
4 steps up.
4 steps up.
Can't see any steps, can you?
No.
Hold on. Check the where it's taking us. Oh, hold on. Now it says 19. Oh no, 5, 8, 6, 7. It's changing. 5, 4. There's no path down there, is there? 1 metre.
I think I can see some steps just up here, Lynn. Should we head up there?
Yeah.
Pretty hidden away.
It is. That's tricky. Alright. They're quite dark, aren't they?
Yeah.
The sun perhaps, and it's in the shade. Very steep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where would you hide the cache? Maybe under that big rock. What do you reckon, Lynn? Is it under the big rock?
Shall I have a look? Can't move that.
Okay, it's not on that big rock. So where else would you look? Base of the pole. Can you see the cache in there?
All right. Down here.
There it is.
Nice sized one.
Yep.
Okay, get the logbook out and look, there's a little bit of swag, isn't it cute? Right.
As this is a special place for me, we're going to put in our path tag, and we've got a trackable we brought from New Zealand. So let's put that in, Lynn.
Look, on the trackable it says it wants to travel, so he's travelled a long way, hasn't he?
Yes.
Path tag. Put the jeep in. That's a nice spot for him.
All tucked away for the next person. Right, now there's a church micro. It's very close, isn't there?
Yes.
Should we head off to that?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, just back down the road a little way. We saw a bridge going across the river to the church, so we should be able to get there quite easily. Pick up too without too much trouble. There's a little bridge over the river there. I'll get over. Looks like a very beautiful stone church. All the churches in England are wonderful looking, aren't they?
They sure are.
Oh, look at that one.
Wow.
Lovely hydrangeas. Okay, where's the cache? Now this is an offset multi, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Oh, and it's just... I wouldn't have thought it would be far enough away from the other cache. Or perhaps the offset takes us further
How far?
on. 12 metres.
Yeah, well, we've got to get information, don't we?
Yes. There we are. It says here, the church regularly celebrates its Cornish heritage in various ways with folk nights, exhibitions and drama. That's neat, eh? Right, right hand side of church porch, there is a bench dedicated to the memory of Rachel E. Nissing. The dates on the dedication plaque are born and died. Okay, now we need them to get ourselves to the last stage. Sun hat on.
Right hand side, so it's over there. The seats. Date's easy enough to read, Lynn?
Yes, yeah, nice and clear.
Okay, back to sit in the shade to work out the coordinates. Now it's on to find the cache. GeoRick. Yay, another find here in Newlyn. Excellent. That was a nice little offset multi, wasn't it? Even though there was a little bit of a drive, it was still good.
That's good. The church was nice.
Pity it wasn't open, we couldn't go in.
Yeah, that would have been good.
We're heading over to Penlee House in Penzance, a gallery home to a great many paintings by members of the Newlyn School. They have a Bramley painting called Eyes and No Eyes. Here's the entrance. Let's find parking and go in. They have a wonderful collection of paintings by the Newlyn School artists. Here it is, Eyes and No Eyes, an old fisherman trying to thread a needle to the great amusement of the two young ladies. Well, that brings us to the end of our cache walk. We hope you enjoyed seeing some of Frank Bramley's paintings and also the geocaches we found and the lovely little village with all those wonderful houses, and boy were those roads narrow. Driving around there is rather difficult for a Kiwi.
Goodness me.
Anyway, thanks for watching.
And don't forget to go geocaching.